There is no antichrist coming according to the Bible, and that take on the Bible is responsible for all kinds of evil. Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm a deep skeptic, also a pastor. Oh yeah, and the rapture isn't happening. This whole way of looking at the Bible has been rejected by a vast majority of biblical scholars. It was invented by a guy named John Darby in the 1830s. It's an interpretive scheme called dispensationalism. Like I said, John Darby invented it. It was popularized by a guy named Schofield after John Darby, who took it, and he even made, there's a whole reference Bible in regards to his work, but all of that has been completely rejected. The whole dispensational system, the way of interpreting all of this apocalyptic prophecy, has been rejected by biblical scholars. So that's the Antichrist, that's the rapture, it's all of that stuff. This is a type of writing, a genre called apocalyptic literature. And scholars will tell you that apocalyptic literature is this symbolic way of addressing issues that were happening at the time it was written. It's not about the future, it's about right then. But here's the problem. This idea of the end times, of this inevitable destruction, ends up allowing people to justify horrible things that are going on because they say, oh, well, this has to happen in order for Jesus to return. Or, oh, yeah, this is bad, but it's going to get worse. I've heard it over and over again. And I remember all the way back to President Bush, and then President Clinton, and then the other President Bush, and then Obama, and all of them have been said that they are the Antichrist, but they aren't, because that's not talking about the future. And this idea of inevitable destruction, that the end times are going to come, allows Christians to justify their inaction because, oh, it's just the end times. But that is not a valid way of interpreting this apocalyptic literature. In other words, it's time to stand up and fight against injustice.